Hey everyone, this is Tim from Plug and Play Podcast, and this is our review of No70, Basir.
Following the Highlands reminded me of the house where I used to live. After my grandmother's death, I'd never been back there.
Basir is marketed as a horror adventure game, but in reality it is closer to a first-person walking simulator like Everybody Goes to the Rapture. Very few items can be interacted with in the environment, which you can find by watching the cursor to turn red as it hovers over each object. The puzzles in this game are very disappointing. They almost always boil down to placing an object in another object, like in the first Resident Evil where you would have to have some amulet together in a door to continue. I would argue there's only two real puzzles in this game, where the player has to deduce clues from the environment and manipulate the environment for the solution. The rest of the time the player is stuck trudging back and forth from one end of the closed environment to the other, searching for the next widget to open the next area or trigger an event. These widgets will only appear after certain conditions are met, and there is no signposting where they may appear. In the most frustrating case, I wasted an hour looking all over the map for one small coin, hovering over each pixel to see if the cursor changed. I finally found the coin in an isolated side room, but there was no story reason for it to appear there later rather than having it been there all along when I explored the room originally. I'm guessing by placing necessary items at opposite ends of the short maps, the developer hoped to lengthen this short 3-hour experience, but the net effect is boredom and overfamiliarity with what should be spooky environments. As few as there were, the environments were the highlight of this game. Claustrophobic hallways in the 3 houses featured, or dripping mossy crypts, all create tension and dread for what might be around the corner the first time you see them. The sound design is also good, with lots of creaks and knocks that keep you guessing if you are alone. Visual elements that didn't work so well include every single jump scare in the game. The timing is often off, telegraphing to the player that something was about to jump out at them. For example, in one case the player's forward momentum slows to a crawl until something jumps out. More disappointingly, the elements that jump out at you have no discernible connection to the story, and in one case is actually laughable unless you have a very specific phobia. Let's discuss the story. The premise is set up well through the opening monologue, and narration between chapters also does a good job of setting up why the player is exploring that area. Problem is, all other narrative is presented by random notes pinned in various spots along the way. The notes discuss events that the player never sees on the screen, leaving the player disconnected from the plot. Several story threads, such as the secret society hiding the Eye of Basir, are never satisfactorily explored. The game seems to be building up to a deeper secret in the final area of the final chapter, but the end is an abrupt fizzle that feels completely unsatisfactory. The final chapter is so short compared to the other two that one wonders if it was unfinished and the game was pushed out the door anyway. This suspicion is borne out by the promise on the title screen that there will be free DLC in the future. What that DLC will add to the experience remains to be seen, but for now, No70 Eye of Basir is unsatisfying and incomplete. Thanks for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to our channel. We'd also love to hear your thoughts about the game in the comments below.